Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's be.
Goku at that moment would stare at Yakuya, who, undeterred by the cold presence of the Saiyan, would launch an attack. That's right, however the result would still be the same. This is something that if I wasn't seeing it from my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Two warriors who have just been promoted to king level are able to face two experts. The battle of the four warriors were in a great destructive point where everything around them was involved in lightning, fire, and even tidal waves. However, after only 10 minutes of battle, the body of both kings was reaching its limit. That is, they were not able to keep up with both warriors. As all their energy as the battle progressed was decreasing contrary to the energy of both warriors, which at every moment of the battle was increasing. That's right, what both warriors needed was to have much more experience in the territory of a king. So facing two subjects which surpassed that power was perfect for them. After 7 more minutes of battle, the body of both gods would expel a large amount of blood. That's right, their bodies could no longer withstand the power beyond the king's. At the time of deactivating their techniques, their power would drop in an amazing way. That's right, the power beyond a king had left their bodies with no energy at all. Well, what a miserable fate. Without the need for us to end their lives, they'll die, since all their energy veins are totally destroyed. So, bloody spiritual sea. What a striking name. Now, die in their blood, simple cowardly kings who don't have the power to back up their words. At the moment both subjects to move away, Yamoshi would throw them a great energy sphere, finishing with the life of both kings. That's right, since in that state it was preferable to death. You have achieved great power, but you must not lose your humanity, because if you lose that, you'll lose everything. However, at that precise moment, a gigantic power would be felt all over the place. That's right, the power of a true king was causing havoc in the whole dimension. Even a powerful aura would rise into the sky. Planets, galaxies, and dimensions themselves were cracking from the power that would be perceived. This power is incredible. I never knew of the existence of a fallen king with such power. At that moment, even Jiren and Goku were astonished. A great shadow would move at the speed of lightning. But unlike Goku and Jiren, a blood-red lightning could be seen. At that moment, that powerful lightning had been able to send Yamoshi to fly far from that place, and at that moment a woman would appear in front of everyone. Who are you? And how is it possible for you to master all that power? Your key is extremely great, but I feel like I know you from somewhere. Now you will be my food. Not even the legendary King Yamoshi has the power to face me. I currently possess the power of a creator god. Yamoshi, upon receiving such a furtive blow, would return quickly, realizing the power of that powerful queen. That's right, Yamoshi was the only one who quickly knew who it was, since both had fought for dozens of times. I can't believe the way you look now, Toa. You used to be the most beautiful queen of all. That's what you forced me to do, after interfering in my hunt for those bastards. You understand that I couldn't let you absorb warriors of my own race. Don't worry, since in this place, and now I will absorb them all to go to the other world and be reunited with their pathetic race. Toa at that moment would pounce against the three warriors, who would quickly get on guard. However, the power that Toa had achieved was extremely incredible, being able to grant excellent blows to each one of the warriors. But he had not finished his attack, since that moment he would launch a great fire attack, similar to the one that Jiren used before. That bitch was watching the battle all the time, so long that she was even able to create a technique similar to mine. Your blows have been able to cause me some damage. I hope you're prepared. As well as you, we'll have to increase our power. Goku, Jiren, and Yamoshi, who at that moment began to raise their power in an incredible way, making the whole dimension rumble. So much was their power that they even released the dimension began to crack little by little. Even their ki was filtering through the cracks that were being created. Meanwhile, outside the dimension, the powerful Ryui would feel that power, which, despite being very minimal, would make him shudder. What is this power? It's almost null, but in spite of that, it's still able to cause me incredible fear. At that moment, when Mikoshin was about to arrive at the realm of the Queen of Fire, a sensation of death was able to be felt in the whole space. However, she wasn't able to feel the power since she was far away from Zeno-sama's multiverse. What is this sensation of death I feel? Something very bad is about to happen, so I must warn all the other kings urgently. Returning to the battlefield, the four warriors were having a great battle. However, every moment that the battle progressed, Towa's power, instead of decreasing, was increasing in a great way. Towa, don't be confident. Despite possessing my seemingly unlimited energy reserves, everything has an end, so don't overdo it and save ki. As you command, sir. I promise I'll bring him back to life. I trust you, Towa. I have given you a great part of my spiritual power, so that you'll be able to defeat the three pillars of this world. Towa would continue with her great battle, but at that moment, Goku and Jiren would increase their power even more, putting her in serious trouble. You two entertain her. By using my Ultra Instinct, I don't have the unlimited reserves that I have in my legendary transformation. We'll risk everything in this battle. Goku and Jiren at that moment were pushing their bodies to their limits. That's right, with the power they were able to force Towa to take them seriously, since the damage he was receiving was great. Damn mortals, with a little bit of power, I swear that today will be their death. Towa at that moment would throw a great sphere of destructive energy, with which he had planned to finish the both warriors. But great was his surprise when he realized how his power was being retained. That's right, Goku and Jiren had created a great attack, which had the same power of Towa's power. Hurry up, Yamoshi! We can't take it anymore! At that moment, both attacks would explode, starting to exchange blows again. Meanwhile, with Mikoshin, they had already arrived with the Queen of Fire named Miyuki. At that moment, a beautiful woman would come out of her castle. Mikoshin, so many hundreds of years without seeing you. Tell me, what brings you to my multiverse? Haven't you felt all the power that overflows through all the megaverses? I had forgotten how paranoid you are. Yes, I have felt these powers, but they're not something that interests me, since they are still very far from my power, if I wanted to finish them with just one of my hands. We can't be confident, because from what I understand, a new creator god's about to appear, but this time he would bring destruction to everything created by the authentic creator god. That's just nonsense. A new creator god cannot be born. Nevertheless, at that moment in all the multiverses, four extremely amazing powers began to be felt. So much was the power that, in this occasion, all the universes, galaxies, spaces, and planets of each one of the multiverses were being destroyed, due to such an abysmal power. At that moment in the distance, a great light of red color could be observed. That's right, the battle of all the warriors had been so devastating that it had been able to even cross the dimensions. The moment that the three warriors would leave the dimension, they were able to observe how Towa didn't leave that place. Towa, do not leave this dimension. Don't worry if the portal closes. I will, with my power, be able to get you out. But if you leave now, the other creator gods will feel your power and finish you. I understand, Master. For this occasion, they have been saved, but the next time that I see them, it'll be very different. At that moment, Towa would return to the dimension of the fallen kings. While Goku, Jiren, and Yamoshi were in terrible condition, at that moment from Goku's body would come out a small energy belonging to Daishinken. Lord Goku of Universe 7 and Jiren of Universe 11. We're sorry for the decision that we took, but all of us were forced to follow the orders of the semi-god creator Ryui. But we knew that it would be able to leave, so I have left this place so that you're able to take refuge in case of emergency. At that moment, Zeno-sama's castle would appear again. That's right, with Daishinken's little power, he'd been able to create the castle again. With my spiritual energy has completely worn out, I wish you luck. At that moment, Yamoshi, who was the least injured, would take both warriors and begin to fly quickly through the universe to be able to reach the castle of Zeno-sama. At that moment, everything would return to normal. This is what I meant, Miyuki. Powers that even surpass the normal level of a king are appearing. This is not normal. Miyuki, a little surprised by all the chaos that the four powers had caused, she would agree with Mikoshin. I understand, Mikoshin. Don't worry, I will give maximum alert and every king of everything must be prepared. Count on it. Thank you for understanding. We must defend the legacy of the Creator King. Meanwhile, in a very distant place, Ryui was also surprised by the power that was felt. That power was amazing. I can't believe it. But it won't be enough when I ascend to the Creator rank. But I must do it quickly. Ryui at that moment would enter a room which seemed to be a paradise. But in this place, he had planned to recover all his power lost millions of years ago. The sanctuary was built by a creator goddess, so the vital energy is amazing. I'll be able to recover in a few months and finish with the owners of these powers. Returning with Yamoshi after a few hours, he would arrive at the Kingdom of the Whole. At the moment of arriving, he would not be able to let him to any of the rooms, since in that same place, Yamoshi had also fallen out of combat. That's right, the wounds in his body were also serious wounds. Meanwhile, in the Dimension of the Kings, Toa was furious, knowing that she wasn't able to finish with the guys who had humiliated her. Toa, you mustn't worry. Remember that revenge must be planned months or even years in advance, or else something will go wrong. Master, I understand, but I can't forgive myself for not being able to annihilate them. Next time we'll finish each one of them. Don't forget that to run you must first learn to walk. So let's take it step by step. Meanwhile, with Mikoshin, she headed towards her multiverse, but at that moment, she would feel vital energy in Zeno-sama's multiverse, heading quickly to the place, observing her castle. That's impossible! If her entire multiverse was destroyed, her castle must have been destroyed as well! Mikoshin would approach, and when he was about to enter the castle, a great power would not allow him to do so.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.